Man, that was fun for the first time in a while, since game 2 of the season against the Seattle Kraken. That was fun. Not saying that other games weren't fun where the Flyers won, but that was just a pure domination win for this team. And I think there were a lot of elements in this game where, if you look at the team in the recent games that they've played, especially in that second period, if that's a team that gives up a goal, it's a completely different game and things like that. And it was really good to see the Flyers, pick up a really dominant win in this one, for everything that's been kind of, going wrong for them, for a lot of the season. And now they've turned a 2-game winning streak into a 3-game winning streak, and now make it 3 in a row for the Flyers, 6 points in their last 3 games. And lines were the same. I mean, the Flyers have been winning, they're rolling, they're scoring goals. They scored 15 goals in the last, 14 goals in the last 3 games. They've played a lot better, and lines are still the same. Lawton, Couturier, Konechny, Frost, Giroux, Atkinson, Willman, Hayes, JVR, Lindblom, Brown, McEwen. Defenses, Provy, Braun, Sanheim, Risto, Yandel, Connaughton. And the only difference was Carter Hart was in net for this one. You probably noticed it by now. I am a little under the weather, so that's why my voice sounds a little bit deeper, and it sounds like I'm kind of talking like there's a sock in my mouth. But nevertheless, first period starts, and Morgan Frost only played 3 shifts in this period. It was really the only bad thing that came from this, is that Frost actually was in COVID protocol. So he had to go into COVID protocol, and had to end up leaving the game, which is unfortunate because we've seen a lot in the last couple of days with the NHL and COVID. Obviously, the whole thing with the Olympics and having to maybe have a 3 to 5 week quarantine if there's a positive test and all that stuff. And we've already seen a couple guys say they might not want to play. Some, like Robin Leonard, have said they don't. And we've seen more guys in the league even, have a confirmed test or things like that, or have to go into the COVID protocol. Like Brad Marchand from the Bruins is in the protocol. Matt Barzal, Frost from the Flyers, the Devils had Heischer and Ryan Graves. So there's been a lot of different things recently, and a lot of games also got canceled. So first period here, Flyers definitely had a lot of chances. Frost had in one of the few shifts, he threw one in on net and ended up deflecting away. Lindblom almost hit McEwen go through the neutral zone there. Konechny went for a shot pass for Lawton off the pad, ended up going high. Yandel had a nice stick along the wall, finished his check there. Yandel and Connaughton, I thought, had a really solid game, and I think together they've been good. They've had a couple hiccups here and there. That they aren't necessarily great, and that they are the third pair, and they are going to have hiccups. But I do think those guys have really played well. Yandel and a lot of the other Flyers, they were moving the puck really well. It was really all the Flyers in the first 6 minutes. Hayes hit Willman, and the slot was just ahead of him. McEwen hustles out an icing, was called off, ends up coming out to Provorov. He got stoned by Blackwood. A couple minutes later, Flyers score 1-0. Sanheim scores. Pretty weird goal, honestly. Nice pitch by Sanheim, though. Slips right under the pad on Blackwood, and he's done that a lot this year, Sanheim, where he's just pinched into the play and ended up making nice plays there, and he ends up getting rewarded, and he scores. So Woolman had a nice hit on McLeod. Giroux essentially made something out of nothing on this play, and then took it around in the net. Atkinson almost scored in tight. Lawton had a 3-1-1 missed high. The first line tonight, the Lawton, Couturier, Konechny line, had so many chances here. Yandel had a really nice play on Hughes to kind of block his pass. Then 4-on-4 later in the period, Tatar and Konechny go for matching slashing calls, and the Flyers score. Atkinson scores at the side of the net. Beautiful pass by Ristolainen. Absolutely wide open. Slam dunk, 2-0. Great period for the Flyers, and they're up 2-0 after 1. To start the period, this is that momentum thing I was talking about. Devils get a power play. And they had a chance of the opening draw. Hart made a nice save. Zaka then misses the net high in the slot. And then you're thinking to yourself, okay, they might score here. And they didn't. The Flyers had many times where they failed to clear the zone. Brown had one where it was, if you remember last season, it was March 13th against Washington, and Braun had a play where he had so much time to get the puck out of the zone, and it went right to Ovechkin. Maybe 10 seconds later, Ovechkin scored. And that's one where if he doesn't get that out and the Devils score, it's just like such a momentum thing. And again, that's a team where, 5, 6 games ago, if that happens to them, the game's either over, even if they had the lead or if they were down, whatever. Anything that went wrong, and we saw that on the 10-game streak. Well, obviously, we saw that last season, but you get my point. Flyers end up killing that off, and then they score. Braun scores to make it 3-0 a couple minutes later. And it's just a see-guy shot. And that's the crazy game of hockey, where it's a 2-0 lead, you get an early power play in the second period, and you don't score, other team scores, bam, it's 3-0. Like, it's just such a momentum thing. And then the Devils get one back, Subban scores low glove on Hart. Not the best goal for Hart, but it did deflect. Flyers come right back, though, off the draw. Lawton almost scored in close. Giroux hit Atkinson a few minutes later for a breakaway. Basically just moved right around the Devils defender. Almost scored there. Hamilton had a shot that he missed wide on a backhand. Devils definitely had some pressure. They started to pick it up. Risso had a huge hit at the line for the Flyers. And then the Devils would get a power play. Couturier had a tripping call. Provorov had a nice stick. Then they cleared the zone. Flyers did a really good job of just clearing the puck, having a good PK. And then Atkinson scores shorthanded. Beautiful. He had the first breakaway shorthanded on the last power play. Didn't score there. Then had the other breakaway. And then he had this one, and he scores, and he shoots it. And the other two, he tried to go 5-0. So he learned, he shot the puck, and the Flyers have a 4-1 lead there. 5-1, Lindblom scores. Giroux starts with a beautiful pass to Cam, going through the zone. Flyers win a couple puck battles, force a turnover. Atkinson pass, Lindblom shot, 5-1. Start the third period, Blackwood was pulled. And then essentially at that point, the Flyers were trying to just kind of kill time away, take everything off the clock. And Atkinson would score again for the hat trick to make it 6-1. Beautiful pass to Giroux. And Woolman had a 2-on-1 with Sanheim on a kind of a weird play that turned out into a 2-on-1. And then the Flyers come right back down. Great pass from Giroux over to Atkinson, slam dunk. Just great game for the Flyers. I love Atkinson's energy. I thought Carter Hart had a good game. Ristolainen was really effective in this one defensively. Offensively, had a couple points. I really like the Flyers' first line, the Lawton, Couturier, Konechny line. Konechny and Lawton had many chances in this game to score. And obviously, Atkinson getting the hat trick and the Flyers, again, scoring, taking care of business at home. And now you move on to Montreal on Thursday in Montreal. Again, I do apologize for this being later in the day, as it's 11:30 now on Wednesday, and the game was last night. I had work, and then I also had an exam for school this morning that I wanted to focus on. So that's all done now. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I do apologize for my voice and me talking like there's a sock in my mouth. But anyway, remember guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.